Hello and welcome back to Jikoronpa. In the previous episode, Daisuke kind of had a mental breakdown, stuff happened. Hikari and Chiyuki kindly helped him get through that mess. And he got a little closer to both of us, saying he would explain his reasoning for why he didn't bother writing a poem during the prologue, which I thought was good. Oh, we're making baby steps. And we're getting close to him. And we had a free time event, and I hung out with Chiyuki, and we learned about kind of the idol culture and why she does what she does, and the idol culture isn't that great. And we ended the episode with someone else knocking on Hikari's door, and Hikari was like, "Huh?" And I'm like, "Okay, time to figure out who it is." If I had to guess, Fuyuka, Mayume, or Daisuke, and Daisuke at the bottom of the list. Fuyuka because she's the leader and she's trying to gather everyone. Mayume just because she's like probably like not naive, but the nicest person here, I'd guess. Well, Chiyuki's probably the nicest person. We just hung out with Chiyuki, so it's probably not her. But Mimi is the most like forthcoming, I'd say, and outgoing. And then Daisuke was just because, oh, maybe when he said, I don't know, maybe I'll tell you about that stuff later. He meant 2 minutes later, at the same day. But there was one thing I want to talk about, and a lot of these episodes I want to talk about one thing, but just deal with it. It's that I was editing part 7 of this series earlier today, which would be the episode you guys saw yesterday. In the episode, we hung out with Chiyuki in the backstage area, and that was the first time I ever saw it. And I was editing the video and I had a horrible realization. There was music equipment in the backstage area, and the ballroom is kind of set up where there's a stage where you could have concerts. So I am very scared that later in this chapter, there's going to be a suggestion where someone's like, let's hold a concert. And Chiyuki is going to be on the stage singing, and then she gets murdered. Because Chiyuki's been one of the most prominent characters this entire chapter. She was in the title card, and she's close to many people. Like, she could bring Toshi out of his shell because he's her fan. She's gotten close to Daisuke, which could affect Daisuke, and honestly, she'd probably affect us a lot as well because we've been hanging out a lot with her, and we were the like original Daisuke supporters. So I think my final prediction is that there's going to be a concert, and Chiyuki's going to be the first victim of this game. And another thing I'm predicting is I think Fuyuka is actually going to be in this game for the long haul. I don't think she's going to die early at all. Mostly because I feel like having the victim and killer of this character, of this chapter, both being in the title card would be a bit obvious, and I don't think the creator would do that. I mean, the Fuyuka is the other person in the title card besides Chiyuki, so that's why I'm ruling her of being dying. But I also feel like Kazuyuki said last episode, she's one of the more capable people who could fight her way out of a lot of situations better than a lot of the people here. So I think she's going to be in here for the long haul. I'm not sure she'll survive. If I had to take a guess right now, I'm guessing she's like chapter 4 victim, because this game has 5 chapters, but that's what my thoughts are right now. Anyway, let's find out who's coming to our door. And it would be very funny if someone comes to our door suggesting a concert after everything I just said. It's like, wow, I would have got it 2 seconds before you couldn't have claimed anything. Huh? I headed to the door without hesitation. Never mind. I headed to the door, in actual fact, with hesitation. I am not a fool, unlike the man who is recording this episode series believes. I gripped the handle and slowly pushed it open. What is this? Is it? This is probably not going to be it, but it would be so crazy if this is like a blackmail letter. It's like, I know what your secret is. Follow these instructions, or I'll expose your truth shadows to the group, or just anyone's truth for that matter. I kneeled down, spying a small piece of his paper. It said, meet me in the laundry room in 10 minutes. Don't be late. After reading the note, I glanced down the hall to see if there was anybody there, but I couldn't spot anybody. Okay, well, if I'm in this situation, sorry, random person, I am not going to the laundry room. Best case scenario is that you're forcing me to help you with the laundry, and that's something I already would just say no to. So, like, I'm not going anyway. Worst case scenario, I die. Best case scenario, I have to help you with washing. And honestly, the best case scenario is still terrible for me, so nope. Carrie, we are staying in a room, lock everything. We are staying in this room for the next 24 hours, and if you leave, I will. You'll probably be okay because you're the main character, but I will side eye you a lot, and I will question your intelligence. I sighed before closing my door. I gripped the note with force.
Oh no.
Should I listen? The note has no name on it. Why would somebody contact me anonymously? Also, by the way, if we do get the choice, I am going to go because I'm messy like that. I want to see what happens. Somebody's in planning a murder already. Are they? I guess I would be the most typical target here. Too weak and too trusting. I shouldn't be surprised. Wow, I'm gonna die. Still, I shouldn't go alone. But who would want to go with me? I don't want to bother Daisuke or Chiyuki too much. The others wouldn't work either, considering everyone is still tense from the conflict. Probably Fuyuka's your best bet if you're not going to go with Chiyuki. I was going to suggest Chiyuki, but if you don't want to bother, Fuyuka's probably your best bet because of her combat capabilities. Maybe Mayume? She still seemed neutral in the conflict, all things considered. I hope she's not busy. Folding the note and hiding it in my sleeve, I walked out of my room and into the hall. I took a deep breath and knocked on Mayume's door. After a few seconds, it opened to show Ryu and Mayume.
Huh?
Hikari.
Greetings.
Salutations, Hikari. Is there anything you require? Ryu and I had been busy scouring the depths of a horror novel, so I'd wish to continue soon.
Wonderful.
Especially with how knowledgeable he is regarding the subject of horror.
I don't think...
I doubt it, really. It's just, a popular horror story that I read a bunch as a kid. Not much worthwhile about that.
Sorry, but...
Oh, sorry to bother you two, then. You must be busy,
I shall protect you.
Not to worry, Hikari. If you have any issues or worries at all, I will not leave you perturbed. What do you require of me? As the compassionate heroine of this mansion, it is my duty to follow your requests.
Mayume!
Oh, I'll help too. Miss Mayume shouldn't have to do all the work all alone.
A glorious night.
Oh, you shall be a knight in training, I see. A knight? I'm not sure if I'm ready for all that.
I believe in you.
Nonsense. I believe in you, Ryu. I believe in your greatness and magnificence.
We can do this.
Right. We'll help you, Hikari. With anything, I'm prepared to do whatever it takes.
Thank you.
Oh, really? Thank you. I pulled the note out of my sleeve.
This is how it is.
I received this a few minutes ago. It's anonymous, and it says I should go to the laundry room soon.
I guess that...
Were you targeted for a murder? Well, here's the thing, Ryu. I haven't gone yet, so I don't know. That's why I'm here.
Terrifying.
I hope not. I am not certain of what we shall do. On one hand, it risks your well-being if we head there, so it may be in your best interest to not go at all. On the other hand, this may prove beneficial to our group as a whole if we were to discover the identity of who had sent this note. Okay, here's what we do. Knock on everyone's door, send everyone's out a note. The living room is kind of... let me get the map out just so I can visualize this. The living room cuts off the laundry room, so if someone's in the laundry room and we're in the living room, they can't get out without us noticing them. So knock on everyone's guest rooms, whoever's in their room, tell them about the note, tell them what's happening, go to the living room, stake it out, stay there until someone comes out of the laundry room, then confront them. That's what I would do in this situation. Because you're safety in numbers, right? And then you can question the person what they were doing. Obviously, the worst case scenario, if it was meant to be like a secret, or if it was meant to be for, Hikari and that person only know. But on the other hand, if you're in a death game and you want someone to trust you to tell them secret information, you don't do it by um swifting a note under their door. That's not how you get. That's not how you do it. So I wouldn't feel particularly bad if we do ruin their plan.
I suppose.
It is quite a predicament, but it is your decision, Hikari. However, if you decide to go, I shall accompany. Well, yes, you do not let someone go alone to follow a strange note. Yes, please. That's why we are. Please accompany me. Like,
I shall protect you.
your life shall not be within the treacherous reaches of any others while I am by your side.
Mayume!
Me too. Miss Mayume shouldn't do all the hard work alone. I should just hope. Hope that is not really what we think it is.
I don't mind.
I'll go. I mean, if somebody did really plan to murder me, we shouldn't let them go free, should we? I don't mind being at risk if it will help the group overall.
Of course.
Well, it is settled then. We shall head to the laundry room immediately.
Let's do this.
We won't, let you get hurt. Not to worry, Hikari.
A glorious night.
We two knights shall protect the princess.
Thank you.
Thank you. The three of us headed out. When we arrived at the living room, Mayume headed straight for the laundry room door. She took a deep breath before gripping the handle.
I suppose.
Ready yourself, Hikari. Ryu and I nodded, and so the three of us entered the laundry room. The laundry room was dark, so the lights were presumably turned off. Mayume held out her arms in front of Ryu and I, quietly making her way into the center of the laundry room. Mayume is a lot braver than I would be in this situation. I would be standing outside. I'm at the back of the group, ready to run if anything goes wrong. Who is? Wow, terrifying.
Who is that?
Hikari, please get a grip. My God, is that Laura Lenius from Jikoronpa and Lockdown? How could this be? We're all gonna die.
May a foolish mortal such as you meet a gruesome end, filled with years of suffering and anguish, never to see a single light again.
Oh.
Colette?
Wait, what? What are you doing here, Mayume?
Ryu, may you turn on the lights? Ryu?
Ryu and Kari I just passed it on the floor, completely dead from the fright. Ryu, are you all right? I rushed towards the light switch, flipping it on. Somebody came out of the closet as the light returned to the room.
Gremlin.
Oh, Colette, why the fuck? Wait, what? What are you two doing here? Only Shorty got the note, didn't she?
How could you?
May I ask what you two were planning with such a note?
Be terrified.
We were planning to give Hikari a terrifying experience. Well, as terrifying that immortal as an experience as Maon can be. But it's all in good fun, you know. A divine presence is allowed to have recreational moments.
That is not fair.
Your form of entertainment is an incredibly bad taste. A mysterious note with little to no detail upon the circumstances, in a situation where our lives may meet a cruel end.
That is wrong.
Did you not comprehend how much trouble this could have caused to carry? And Ryu, you hurt him as well. How could you believe pranks such as these are to encourage any fun for any individual except yourselves?
Jeez.
Well, we signed it and told Carrie we prepared some fun for her, didn't we? It shouldn't have been that much of a shock. Oh, I'm really mad I didn't say anything. I was going to say, haha, watch that they signed on the back, and Carrie just didn't look at it.
Damn.
Oh, never mind. Crap.
Maon.
Maon, why the hell did you say crap?
I'm...
Well, there maybe, I'm not saying I did, but I'm just saying there is a small, tiny, insignificant possibility that I didn't sign the note. In fact, I don't think I have the ability to write, so Colin, it's kind of all your fault.
I think.
You didn't sign it, did you?
Like hell!
Jeez.
And you made it extremely vague.
Oh shit!
Well, I guess, shit.
I see.
So, I'm guessing the plan that you came up with didn't go well. Actually, this mortal persuaded me to give her pursuits and trickery and chicanery a chance. She has failed my expectations. Hey, you little fuck! Don't run me out like that. So, this is your doing, Maon.
Shut up!
Hey, I wanted to have some fucking fun. I didn't mean to scare crap out of your friend there.
Maon.
My pranks are supposed to be fun for both parties. A divinity such as I will not accept this failure, Maon. You have much more to learn as a disciple of I. Be wary of your future actions, mortal.
That is wrong.
In any case, you shall not do this again. You hear me?
Gremlin.
Whatever. You guys are fucking lame. This was an awesome prank idea because I'm fucking awesome. I don't need any of you shit. Maon punched the wall and stomped away.
Jeez.
Is she going to be mad for a while?
I think.
Nah. She usually screws off after half an hour. I mean, I've pranked her like 10 times already, and she still hangs around me.
Ryu?
Are you alright, Ryu? Hey, I'm not.
I'm sorry.
Oh, hush. You're shaken. I'm sorry for putting you through this, Ryu.
My apologies.
I owe you three a humble apology for my servant's tremendous failure this very day. My victim's momentary fear are a pleasure to view upon, but as a great god of trickery and chicanery, genuine fear is against my regulations.
If that's alright.
I accept your apology, Colette, but you'll have to talk to Ryu too.
I suppose...
To repay what you did, Colette, you must assist me in helping him calm down. You caused him to be in a paralyzed state of panic. Now you may help Ryu out of the laundry room, to which Colette and I followed. You may help him onto the couch and sat next to him.
I shall protect you.
Ryu, is there anything we may be able to that singing is awful. Ryu shook his head. He seemed too panicked to speak.
I want to help.
We'll, stay by your side, Ryu. If that's all right with you, I mean. Ryu nodded. Over the next few minutes, we stayed by Ryu's side. We gave him the time to calm down. All the while, Mayume promised to Ryu that he was safe over and over. I wish I could comfort people as well as her. Oh. After some more time, Ryu gained control of his breathing and started to speak. I'm still clinging to my Chiyuki death prediction, but I will say Mayumi has been in a lot of these CGs. I think this is our third one out of this chapter so far, which is the most out of all the characters, I believe. But I think that's just an interesting I noticed.
I'm so sorry, Miss Mayume. I'm such a coward.
You are not resemblant to a coward in the least, Ryu. I promise you with the fullest depth of my heart, you are not a coward. A coward is an individual who only seeks to place blame and scorn upon others. As a kind person, Ryu, you are not a coward at all.
Kind?
Indeed. You wished to be a knight with me, did you not? Despite your fear, you persevered and stayed to assist Hikari. You are not a coward for feeling uncertain. You are not weak for feeling unsafe in certain situations. You are human, not a burden nor a disgrace in any way. You are my friend, Ryu.
Thanks, Mayume.
Well, isn't that sweet?
Yes.
Hell, if you did get freaked out, not your fault. We're in a game of death. You're bound to be a little scared. My new servant was ignorant in her methods of reaching out towards the souls of mortals.
For a mortal.
So it is her whom she must curse, Ryu, not yourself. A knowledgeable mortal such as yourself shall easily be fit to gain vengeance upon my servant, I believe. Vengeance? That might be going too far. But I don't know. Are you sure it's not my fault?
I'm sorry.
It isn't, Ryu. I brought you here in the first place. If anything, I'm to blame for making you and Mayume join me. Objectively untrue, but I guess good job in trying to comfort him. I ruined Colette's prank and made you all stay here while I freaked out. If I wasn't such a coward, then
Mortal soul.
you did not ruin a thing, mortal. Human souls are bound by their fear, yet they also seek to rejoice in the horrors of this world. All mortal individuals carry different limitations upon their soul. Your soul is powerful, but all souls have weaknesses, even one from a pristine and godly being such as myself.
I hope that...
Still, I wish I wasn't such a coward. I just never want to experience something like that ever again. I want to have fun with you, too, but how can I when I'm like this?
My divinity is beyond your understanding.
Then I suppose I shall grace you in my divine presence and present an alternative. Your eyes shall gaze upon the most horrifying of image sequences, accompanied by the most morbid of music and sounds.
Feline of fables.
And make up for the disease of mine, I, the feline of fables, invite you to a once-in-a-lifetime meeting. We shall become entranced by a marathon of foreboding, life-shattering displays of violence and paranormal happenings. Oh, you wish to have a more horror movie marathon?
Whoa.
Such an intelligent mortal.
I suppose.
I suppose I am open to such a thing. What do you think, Ryu? I'd, like that a lot.
I want to be brave.
Horror movies are so fun to watch, so, yeah, I think that'll be good. Okay, guys, I'm just letting you know I am out. I am not coming to this horror movie marathon. I couldn't even say it. I stammered on my words for a second. Bye. I'm not doing this. I don't want to do it. I don't want to watch more movies.
Be terrified.
What about you, Mortal Flora? Do you wish to accompany me in a horrifying escapade? I'm not too big. Oh, thank you, Ikari. You are the best. I'm not too big on horror movies. It does sound fun, but it'll probably only worsen the experience for them.
I don't think.
No, it's okay. You guys have fun. I'm not that big on horror, anyways. Oh, well, if you are certain, Hikari.
Don't worry.
I am. Don't worry about me. As they discussed amongst themselves, I snuck away and returned to my room. I wondered if I should say anything different, but in the end, I shook away the thought. I should have some time to myself for a bit. What will you do? Okay, so the way she said that made me wonder if there was something I could have done to join that event. I don't know what I could have done to join it because I don't know what I would have missed, but if I missed an event, I missed an event. Anyway, I'm going to hang out with Fuyuka, and if I can't find Fuyuka, I'm going to hang out with Seinosuke. Well, there's Seinosuke. Backstage. Yeah, this is what I was talking about with the music. There's a ladder there, and there's that. That's not what I was thinking about when I said stage, but where's the ballroom? Yeah, this stage here, but below the characters. That's what I was thinking of when I thought of the stage. Oh god. Kitchen. That's Daisuku. Laundry room. No one's in the laundry room. Technology room. So, what is Fuyuka's wrong button? Fuyuka looks like... Yeah, okay. There's no way I'd miss that profile. Okay, let me just make sure. Let me go through all of them again. Living room. Seinosuke Iki. Colette, Kazuyuki, Chiyuki. Daisuke. No one. Ballroom. Mayume, Ryu, Maon. Technology room. Tsubaki, Toshi, Asuka. And then that's missing me and Fuyuka. So where the hell is Fuyuka? Anyway, we're going to hang out with Seinosuke this time. Oh my. Didn't expect somebody like you to want to spend time with little old me. Seinosuke told me about many different flower village nickname ideas he had. I'm thankful that he doesn't know much about flowers. I think Seinosuke and I have gotten a little closer today. Oh wow. What's little old flower doing here in the shade? In the shade? That's a misconception, actually. Though a majority of flowers do better in direct sunlight, there are a few varieties that do well in shade. For example, a fuchsia can actually do worse when in direct heat and sunlight, and requires a good amount of shade to thrive well. I should know. I've killed more than a few of those flowers. I had to hold so many little flower funerals that year. Yikes. From the miserable funerals I've had, from my little pet bugs to your flower funerals, the name Fun Evil might be inaccurate. Moving on from all of our trauma dumping just now. Like the flower facts, sunflower, but I meant it more metaphorically, you know? Considering you're talking to me and all. Oh, right, I totally knew that. I was just, messing with you, yeah. But, you say you're the shade. Why? If you saw how all the gears of my mind of mine turn, you would be agreeing that it's a little dark in there. Oh, maybe that's why I got in trouble for playing with letters and matches when I was a kid. I needed some kind of light. I don't understand. Dark as in empty, or I think he means dark in it as in evil. Dark as in, synonyms. Gloomy, moody, dreary? I don't know. Whatever you think fits best. Never picked up a dictionary in my life, Rosebud. You shouldn't be asking me about all of that. If it were empty, I'd be a zombie. Do I look like I want to eat your brain? So you never picked up a dictionary, but you're a journalist. I guess journalists don't have to have ever picked up a dictionary, but I just feel like that's something you'd want. I just feel like that's something you would have had. Or maybe I'm thinking more of a thesaurus. Actually, yeah, I think I'm thinking of a thesaurus. Never mind what I said. I'm partially afraid to answer. I feel like whenever I'd answer, you somehow pretend to be a zombie and scare me to death, and then make a pun of my corpse. Considering how terrified I am of zombie movies, that wouldn't be good for me. Oh, darn. You don't want to be part of my awesome quiz show called Say of the Dead? I absolutely love quiz shows, so it's a shame you'd refuse. Why talk to me to begin with if you didn't want to do any of that? Well, I wanted to talk to you and get to know you. That's all, I guess. I love quiz shows too, but I don't think I'd want to be on any that put my life at risk. That's awfully suspicious of you, little flowerbud. You sure you aren't planning to lure me into a trap and take my life away? No! Why would I do that? I mean, it wouldn't be out of the ordinary for me to be led into a trap like that. Arrows, knives, spears, bombs, fire. So many ways to end up down below, you know? You're joking around that, right? About being caught in so many traps. If anything, all of that can only be possible in a role-playing game or something. Then again, I wouldn't know much about that. I've always been a little interested in them, but nobody wanted to play with me. Nope. I'm no stranger to such wonderful little traps. In my journey as a journalist, I've made quite a few enemies. I'm surprised my head isn't on a stick by now, actually. But why be so casual about it? If so many people are actively wanting to kill you, then wouldn't you be more scared? I mean, no. Even before the whole journalist thing, my life was threatened quite a few times. At least being a journalist, getting into places I'm not supposed to, at least gave them a valid reason to be after me. I am sorry, Saint-Escape. Whoa, why sorry? Was I right about you planning to lure me into a trap, Cherry Blossom? Yeah, no, I, just meant that I'm sorry you had to go through that. What can you do? Besides, it's fun. Gives me a little rush of adrenaline every day. But I'm sure a pretty little cherry blossom like you didn't want to get to know about me in the how many ways I almost die way. So, what did you actually want to ask me? Oh, nothing in particular. I was wondering about your journalism of it. I've written a few informative things for school, especially about nature and flowers, but nothing more, so I'm curious. Oh, I see. What about it? The daring expeditions, the near-death experiences, the corpses I've seen? None of that, please, pretty please. I meant your articles. I don't read the news much, or take much interest in journalism. So besides articles about plants and nature, I'm not all too sure what else is there. Oh, I getcha. You want to know more about my handy-dandy writing. Oh, well, my articles focus on corrupt individuals and organizations. You know, a politician abusing their power, a celebrity potentially harming another person, an organization taking advantage of minorities. I despise all of those things a ton, so I did what I could to knock it all out of sight. And I'm pretty good at it if I do say so myself. I've gotten quite a few people arrested and exposed for their crimes. That sounds like a thing a good person would do. Wow, harsh with the criticism, I see. You said I'm not a good person? I didn't mean it like that. I meant that your, attitude contrasts what you do a lot. With your jokes and that, and casual demeanor about these kinds of topics. It almost seems a little odd for you to take journalism seriously. Yeah, I understand. I kinda get that a lot, honestly. But if you saw me when I first started, wow, you'd be in your words. When you first actually, aren't you like 17 or 18? What do you mean when you first started? Yup, I was entering middle school. I was angry at the world and was determined to be a harbinger of justice. I took everything way too seriously. Refused to do anything that would make me like them. Like who? Like criminals, you know? I despised and hated any kind of crime so much that I swore to myself that I would bring justice to the world. But I was naive. My contacts were untrustworthy. I got put into the hospital for months on end at certain points, and more. To get further in the field, you can't really avoid being a little bit untrustworthy yourself. Oh, jeez. And with the truth and everything, let's say I had to get used to the whole concept of death and decay pretty quick. I see. What kind of things do you see? Minus, gruesome details, of course. Excluding the gruesome details, I've seen nothing. A bunch of stuff. It gets my mood down thinking about it. Let's say you're pretty lucky compared to your average person, even in a death game. It's that bad? Yep. Journalism ain't for the faint of heart. But I mean, that's my type of journalism. There are plenty of types though. I'm not too familiar with them besides the basics. I'm sure you can find some that suit your fancy, Cherry Blossom. There's journalism that focuses on sports, some focus on philosophical or moral debates, some talk about new shows or games. And hey, there's even that little nifty subgenre of nature journalism you mentioned before. I see. Huh? Why so disappointed? Were you secretly hoping to get some sneak peeks of the life of a journalist like me? No, well, it's a bit embarrassing, honestly. Embarrassing? Maybe you should tell me then. I'll be sure to torture you until you spill every little secret, flower butt. Remind me not to vent to you about anything personal. But, it's pretty obvious how into flowers I am, right? Yep. Why do you think all of your nicknames are flower-based? Right. It's obvious, but... For the longest time, gardening was the only hobby I felt sure of myself in. And... sometimes I'd like something new, I guess. Something to branch out of that, but still stay comfortable. Whoa! The little sunflower doesn't want to be a sunflower anymore? It's not that I want to quit gardening completely. I still love it. It's just... somewhat recently, though I can't exactly recall when that interest started, I got really interested in nature photography and journalism. I actually can't recall exactly when. I remember the exact date that blog showing off Dice Cruise photos was published. But like hell, I'll give this guy another reason to tease me. Every so often, I started practicing a bit of it on my own, but never really got confident in it at all. So I was wondering more so about how you got the confidence to go into journalism, the inspiration to really persist and thrive through it. Oh, so that's your ulterior motive, right? It's not an ulterior motive. You initially said you wanted to get to know me. That was a lie, at least partially. In reality, you wanted advice on a career path. I am so sorry, Sadiscape. I didn't mean to be selfish. I'll leave you. You know what? I have a knife in my hand. Bye. I'm gonna kill you. Damn. One out of an audio. Oh, and there's a knife in my stomach. But, that's an interesting little dilemma. It'd be fun to answer. My lack of confidence is an interesting dilemma. Yep, indeed it is, Cherry Blossom. I mean, compared to the usual broken bones and pools of blood, this is an interesting conflict I'm facing. I see. Does that mean you'll help me gain a little more confidence? If you're ready for a fight to the death, then yes. Is that a joke? Or is that what you're actually planning? It's a surprise. Great! I said this game made a few more jokes on my expense. The two of us soon left one after another. Soon, I headed back to my room. It's the nighttime of day 3.
Ah,
It's been almost 3 days. Is it odd that I've somehow gotten used to staying here? Just sleeping in this bed? In some ways, I guess it's more comfortable than being home. Naoki? Mom? Where are you two right now? Would you two notice me being gone? For some reason, I still miss you. I don't know why. But most people must miss their family and friends, right? Everybody here, we're all in the same situation, and yet we all have so much conflict already. Honestly, well, I feel like it's not too bad. Like, you have a really big gulf between Daisuke and the entire group, but other than that, one situation, you guys are doing pretty well. I desperately want to say that nobody will kill, that nobody will think of sacrificing another life. But deep down, I know that's a foolish thought process. I should try to take a look for Daisuke to make sure he's okay. Maybe he's calmed down enough to answer some questions. Maybe. I headed out of my room, and I am heading out of this video. Yeah, time's up. No more video for you guys. I was gonna go to the end of the day if there was no more scenes, but considering we're probably gonna have a chat with Daisuke, I'm assuming there's gonna be a little bit more until day 3 ends, so I'm gonna end the video here. I will say, so far it's been an enjoyable video. I do feel like Maon didn't mean the best. It did disappoint me a bit that she was that careless and sending a note to Carrie without signing it. I was like, oh, Maon, that's not great. But you know what? She had the best intentions. Things went down really badly, and I hope she apologizes to Ryu. Other than that, I am doubling down on my Chuki prediction because something I want to note is that we haven't seen Toshi since the morning of day 2 when we did our investigations, I believe. So it's been a day and a half since we've actually seen him. In game, it's been a day and a half since Hikari has seen him, which makes me believe that because last night, about 24 hours ago, at the night of day 2, Asuka made food for Toshi because he was in his room for like the whole day. And since we haven't seen Toshi yet, I can only assume he didn't come to the meeting this morning. I can only assume he has been in this room his entire time. And that's making me more confident of the Chiyuki death theory during a concert. Because I feel like Chiyuki's gonna be like, I know, I'm gonna host a concert to make Toshi come out of his room because he's a fan of me and he'll want to come and I'll cheer him up. And then Toshi's gonna be like, oh, okay, I'll go. And then he'll go. Then Chiyuki's gonna die at the concert, and then he's gonna go crazy. That's what I think is gonna happen. But yeah, I'm gonna end the episode here. Enjoying the game so far. I do think the chances of seeing a body tomorrow are actually quite high. Even though day 4 is quite actually a lot of times there's a body on day 3 now that I think about it. So day 4 won't be the weirdest time to find a body. And these days have been especially long. So I wouldn't be surprised if we wake up tomorrow morning and there's a dead body. If not, I feel like it's a very good chance to guarantee there's going to be a dead body on day 5. But you know what? We can worry about dead bodies when a dead body comes up. I can worry about investigation whenever that happens. But with that said, bye bye.